Hi guys, so today I have these sweet little dies to share with you guys. We'll talk about what they can do in just a minute, but these are part of Spellbinders' new color block collection, and they did send these items free of charge for my review, and of course all opinions are my own. And any links I have in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you were to purchase items to those links. So thanks for using those if you can or if you'd like to. So I have what they call mini petals and mini hexagons. As you can see, there is a main die that's like a background die, or you can build your layers up on top of that, or just use them in different ways. And today I think I'm going to use them to make like apertures, and we'll get to that in just a minute, like for shaker cards. And then we have these layers that cut several different pieces. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on that one. And I believe it's probably the same here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, 6. See, this one has 6 little layers. Well, this one has the 5. You can layer them together, different colors, and when you run it through, so when you run it through one color, you'll have the, all these different little pieces in that same color. You run it through another one, you'll have all those same ones. You mix and match them, however it is that you want to play with them. Same thing with this guy. Of course, this reminds me of like anything in bee related, very honeycomb looking, really sweet. And this one, again, it's called, excuse me, I was going to misspeak. This one's called Mini Petals. I was going to say Perfect Petals. I don't know why, because they look perfect. But so again, you can dress this up in different ways. And, let's say you have the one here, one here, one here, one here, and you put it all around. And it's going to make like a flower shape, or just 4 and make like a really cool, just lots of ways to play with these. What I was thinking is I'm going to pair it up with the create a tag, decorative tag, tag die from the Inspired Basics set. And of course that one comes along with all these sweet pieces. Again, it comes with like this little frill, and I was gonna say you can roll this up and definitely make a little tassel with it. How cute is that? Because it's already cut all like sweet like that. Very piñata, reminds me of something like that. And then you have all these other inlay dies that go along with that. But what I'm going to do today is make like shaker tags. I think that'll be fun. So again, lots of ways to play with this. What I'm going to do is grab some papers and some acetate and all those kind of things that we would need, and we'll get started. So just to start off, I'll make these a little bit similar at the beginning here. I'm going to make a tag for this set. I'm going to use just a scrap of white paper I have here, so I'm just going to run that through. And for the little kind of more honeycomb looking one here, I'm going to run it through this yellow paper. And then for both of them, I'm just going to have a black background, so I'm going to run this through twice, okay? So just to begin with, I will be right back. Okay, so here we go. And if you wanted to, you could definitely run this through and also through some acetate, and then that would be the background piece, or you can just cut an acetate piece. That'll work, if you just want to trim some down. So I haven't run it through acetate, but just another thing to think about. So we'll have these guys in the background, and we'll have these guys on top. And what I'm going to do is take the main dies like this guy, and just, do you want it to be more just like this, like perfectly straight up and down? Do you want to kind of layer them in together? Do you want to then come in and add some of these guys with paper and layer them in there so that they look really nice, and just depending on how you want to do it. So what I'm going to do is start off here, and to make it easy for us, because most of the time foam tape, it's about 1/4 inch wide, unless you want to cut it down. So just think about that as you place your pieces and then run it through. So for now, I'm going to place it here. I think that'll be a cute spot for one of them. And I'm just going to recycle some of this. But again, giving myself some room there so I don't have to like cut my tape down. And if it ends up that I have to do that, I'll do it. But why make it harder for yourself, right? Make it easy to begin with. And so something like that, and maybe this one here. Maybe I'll place another one there. And then in here I'll have like a sentiment or whatever it is. And so I'm going to place that. Let me get another piece of this. And I will run this through. And then I'm just going to, that's going to cut an aperture, right? That's going to just fall out of the tag. And then I'll place it somewhere else and run that through too. So when I come back, I'll have a couple apertures cut out of both of them, okay? I'll be right back. I want to show you what that means. So this one popped out, of course, from where it was. And then I'll make another little hole, like in here. That looks about good. And I'll run that through. So we have our little tags. Of course, you can use these later, or you can even pop one of these guys on here and then run it through again, and you'll have all your little layers cut from this if you want to recycle that or use it in a different way. For now, what I'm going to do is just take this guy and run it through, probably both of them, some gold paper just to get something pretty and gold. What I want to do is take this outer one and just drop it in here, and just so it frames it out, looks really nice. So I'll run that through some gold, whatever color way you like, blues. I think it would look really nice and crisp. So maybe I might do that, but I think for this one, well, you know what? Maybe I'll run it through some blue paper. I'll find some blue shiny paper because I wanted something shiny. I'll run this one through, and this one I'll run through the gold. Maybe some orange. We'll see how I want to play with it, but I'll run those through and I'll be right back. You guys know I always love to update. I just ran this through. Look how cute! All your little pieces here. Oh my gosh. Adorable. Even that tiny one in the middle if you want to use that guy. Alright, so I'll be back. Okay guys, I have all my little pieces that I want to use cut out. And I'm just going to use probably the two largest outer ones. Because of course I want the aperture whole thing to, you know, have a shaker effect to it, so we don't want to cover up too much of this. Now I did grab just a piece of acetate, just a scrap that I have here. Again, you can run the whole die through and have that just matted completely in the back, but really all you have to do is cover that area. So like for me, if I cut this piece down right here, and I can even just cut it with scissors if I wanted to, or just take a measurement and cut it. Where are the scissors? They're right here. They're on my stool. Good thing I didn't sit there. Okay, so, you know, you can just eyeball that. And so what we want to do is glue this down. And whenever I make a shaker, really you just need to make sure this is on here, but I always like to just really get close to the opening. And then of course the whole thing. You can put the glue on the acetate if that works better for you, whatever it is, but you're just going to cover that up. Okay, so I'll do the same thing for the white one. While those are setting up, I'm going to turn it over. The glue's still kind of setting up there. And all I'm going to do, and I'm going to take the glue and put it right on the surface, and if you don't want to do that, if you want to put it on your items, then definitely do that. But I'm kind of splitting the difference between where I think this might end up being, the inner one and then the outer, whichever ones I want to use. So, like on this one, I'll take this outermost one and place that. So pretty. And so I was a little chintzy with the glue there. I can bring it out a little bit more. Not too much. Again, I don't want to get it all over the place. And then I'll bring in the one that's right inside of there. And I'll do the same thing with the hexagon shape one. Look at that. So pretty. And on this one, I'm just going to switch it up. I'll do the darker blue one because I already have that cut. Just with two passes, we have all these, and again, you can just keep going, mixing and matching them, or one after the other. Mix it up a little bit. And that one, I'll put that guy, and then I'll put a little bit of glue, just like I did here, and I'll put this guy. And I'll still have these left over, you know, for something else, or just, you know, you can get rid of them. It's okay too. So I'll just put some glue down right in here, and then I'll do the same thing on the hexagon side. Nice and clean, and just a little design in there. Well, this one is still setting up. I put a little weight on there. I'm just going to frame out the back of our tags, and then we'll grab some glitter or whatever else you would like to put behind them. Of course, we can put our sentiment on there now, but I'm just not that far into the project yet, so I'm just going to frame this out. And whenever if you cut your foam, just make sure the next piece is butted right up next to the one you just cut, because that way your glitter or whatever you put in there doesn't just fall out. So we wouldn't want that. Okay, so I'm just going to go around and frame out the whole thing. And I'll be right back. Okay guys, so before I continue, I am going to take a little embossing buddy. It basically takes the static away, but you know, it'll probably build up after a while. But you know, just to start off, as you can see, it's like a little powder. I don't know what exactly is in one of those things, but there it is. And all we're going to do is layer these guys up. So I always just remove my carriers, and then I pop this on top of the base with the sequins ready, or glitter. But if you like to sprinkle them in here first, this is probably not a hard project to do that with, and then see where you're going. That works too. So let me try that. I usually just sprinkle everything on here and then bring this up on top. But since I don't have like an exact area that it needs to be, I think this will be easier to do. So I'm just going to pop that in there. And I always put not too much, because you want it to shake. You don't want it to just get stuck. And these are actually the little pieces. I think these are from the April kit. Some little clear sequins. Probably shouldn't have stuck my hand in there, because you get a little static electricity from that too. But let's do that. And then on the gold one, on the other one, I'll use this little mix I have that's like yellow and golds and other colors, but I'll do the exact same thing as you're seeing here, except for maybe I won't stick my hand in there. That does add to that. Okay. Oh, there's a little piece right here. People ask me all the time, how do you get the sequins or your glitter not to stick to the the foam. I'm not sure what that means, like on the edges. I don't know, but like I try to clear it away from there so when I come in here I'm not dealing with that too much. And before I really push it down, I like to make sure everything is straight. Usually that's easier to see from the front. That's usually why I do it the other way, but that's okay. Give it a real good squish. Aww, look at that. And I mean, we could run this through an embossing folder if you want to give it some texture on here, whatever it is that you like to do. For this one, just to finish it off, I saw this cute little set, this little flower in the, also from the April kit, card kit of the month, and I thought that was really sweet, so I think I'm going to pop this in here, and then, you know, if you want to put a sentiment, then you put your sentiment or whatever it is. But I'll be right back when I go ahead and shaker the other one, and I'll probably just die cut a sentiment for that one. And how sweet. I just love the way that looks together. It's so fresh. Yeah, really sweet. I'll be right back. Okay guys, so there's that. And then there's this one. And I'm just going to put this thank you on here. I put a little glue on the back of my hand to get the small guy down there. And that, these dies are from, let me see where we're going to put this. Like in here maybe? I haven't really pushed that down. I just want to see where I can place it. So this one, so sweet. I guess we can put this straight. So I'm gonna put this as far over as I can. I'll put this one as far over this way as I can. Sweet. And that is from the September 2021 die of the month, the small die of the month. All these sentiments that are really sweet. Love that. One of my favorite go-tos. And that's that. And then, you know, again, whatever it is that you want to do. I just wanted to try out the little shakers, and I think it worked really well, really sweet, really cute. And, you know, you can add some of this for whenever you add it to whatever it is that you're putting this on. But for now, I'm just going to put a little bow on both of them. I think I'll use the black and white on both of them. That looks cute. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Thank you so much, Spellbinders, for sending these items. They have several shapes. There are some borders also, like these different kinds of color block things that you can play with are really fun. So I'll have it linked in the description box, and I'll have some images for you guys coming up. And I'll see you guys at the next one. Really sweet. Bye now.